What's up, everybody? We're S.A.D After Dark out of Brooklyn, New York. I'm Dan Berg.
I'm Sifa Graffiti.
Check out our music. And check out us reacting to 30,000 Pounds of Bananas by Chapin. This was selected by our patron, Jason Schwankert. Shout out to you, Jason. I've actually met him a few times. He's all right. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? So we're going to do this song for him. Apparently it's about a lot of bananas, and it happened in Pennsylvania, around somewhere where my mom grew up, is what I heard about this story. So we're going to get into it. So shout out to Jason for suggesting this. If y'all don't know, all of our reactions are chosen by our patrons on Patreon. So go over there, check it out, tell us what to react to, and thumbs up if you like this video.
Just after dark when the truck started down the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania, carrying 30,000 pounds of bananas, carrying 30,000 pounds, hit it big jump of bananas. He was a young driver, just out on his second job, and he was carrying the next day's pasty fruits for everyone in that cold, scarred city where children play without despair in backyard slag piles, and folks manage to eat each day about 30,000 pounds of banana. Yes, just about 30,000 pounds. Dream it again, John, of bananas. He passed the sign that he should have seen, saying shift the low gear, a $50 fine, my friend. He was thinking perhaps about the warm-breathed woman who was waiting at the journey's end. He started down the 2-mile drop, the curving road that wound from the top of the hill. He was pushing on through the shortening miles that ran down to the depot. Just a few more miles to go, then he'd go home and have her ease his long cramped day away, and the smell of 30,000 pounds of banana. Yes, the smell of 30,000 pounds of banana. He was picking up speed as the city spread its twinkling lights below him, but he paid no heed as the shivering thoughts of the night's delights went through him. His foot nursed the brakes to slow him down, but the pedal floored easy without a sound. He said, Christ, it was funny how he had named the only man who could save him now. Was trapped inside a dead-end hillside, riding on his fear hunchback was everywhere one of those yellow-green. I'm telling you, 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds of bananas. Missed the thankful passing bus at 90 miles an hour, and he said, God, make it a dream, as he rode his last ride down. He said, God, make it a dream, as he rode his last ride down. And he sideswiped 19 neat parked cars, clipped off 13 telephone poles, 7 people, it was then he lost his head, not to mention an arm or two before he stopped. And he smeared for 400 yards along the hill that leads into Scranton, Pennsylvania. All those 30,000 pounds bananas. You know the man who told me about it on the bus says it went up the hill out of Scranton, Pennsylvania. He shrugged his shoulders, he shook his head, and he said, and this is exactly what he said, boy, it sure must have been something. Just imagine 30,000 pounds of bananas. Yes, there were 30,000 pounds of mashed bananas. Of bananas. Of bananas. Just bananas. 30,000 pounds of bananas. Not no driver now, just bananas.
I could go for a banana right now.
Oh my god.
Not 30,000 pounds though. It's a shit ton of bananas.
Yeah.
Just have strewed about the town.
I don't know how he missed that sign. Those signs are everywhere in Pennsylvania. It's such a mountainous place. I felt like I was in a foreign country driving in Pennsylvania. And they have the sign with the truck actually tipping over.
How many pounds of bananas you have?
Only 1 pound. Okay. I didn't want it to weigh down the car too much.
Amateur.
It's just a Toyota.
Amateur hour over here. Yeah. Okay. I believe that this really happened.
Mm-hmm.
And this trucker should be in fucking jail.
Yes.
Right?
Not for 100 years, like they tried to send to some other trucker one time.
Yeah, no, that was no.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. But you can't do that, guy.
No.
You have, well, it was only his second job. He's thinking about his girl at home. He's like, ooh, I'm going full speed ahead. I'm trying to get home. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about these 30,000 pounds
Yeah. Or shifting gears.
of bananas.
Unreal.
Yeah, so they said he hit like 13 telephone poles, 17
Yes.
cars,
Swipe.
7 people.
Yes.
You can't do that, man.
Oh no, not at all. Man, that's crazy.
That's crazy. And yeah, okay. Well, maybe this is the biggest thing that's ever happened in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
It definitely warrants a song. Definitely. This reminds me, this is what Caribbean people do. They definitely write songs like this.
Yeah.
Like about whatever happened in the country that year, the president, whatever happened. It'll go down in history in music.
Yeah. Yeah. As far as the song itself, I like the tempo changes.
I always love that in the beginning. A la Johnny Cash. And all the others that came before him.
Yeah. You know, the bass line. But I like how he brought it up, he brought it down.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very end, that build up, I was like, oh, I really felt like I was losing my bananas.
Yeah. I love the way he was like, Christ! Because the guy probably did yell out like that.
Yeah.
And the song is, it's like tongue-in-cheek and kind of funny. It reminds me of a Calypso song. It's just, not. But
right.
It is something that, like, country people would do. Write a song like this, and that was cool. But yeah, like all the instruments sounded so clean. I mean, is a guitar? Is there a banjo? Like, I mean, there was a lot of things there. But I loved it.
Yeah, tell us about Harry Chapin. I feel like
Chopin. No, I'm just kidding.
That would be the fancy way to say it, right? Tell us about this guy. I don't know him at all. Is he from Scranton? Is he? He's really. I feel like he's looking right at me.
I know.
He's just power pointing right at me.
He's got that stare.
It makes me kind of uncomfortable, to be honest.
He's like, with the artist, he's like, no, I want my finger right here. I want him to feel like I'm pointing at him.
Hey, so for the album cover, this is what it's going to do. I'm going to look at the camera real creepily, and I'm going to point right at all the people, so when they see me in the record store, they're like, oh shit, I guess I have to buy it. That's definitely what he said.
That's marketing for you.
So, yeah, this guy really knows how to market. He should have sold this album to like banana wholesalers.
Oh man.
Or like grocery stores and keep it in the banana section, the fruit section, whatever. Shout out to Jason for suggesting this. Shout out to everyone on Patreon for helping make these videos possible. Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube. We're Side After Dark. We appreciate you, and we'll see you soon.